Boys and girls. Right, there was a very valid question on the previous video. How do you get these things in one piece to the other side? That is one of the biggest nightmares I've faced this far. So, me and my other half sat down and we designed a new box. Now, alright, I've always put them in boxes like this. It's 6mm laser cut MDF, which is lekker strong. And, we used to pack it with this styrene here. We used to push on in the sides. And biggest problem was when you close it up, it looks really unprofessional because it's pieces of cardboard and newspaper and it just doesn't look right. So, this is a sugar wagon. It's got to go down to George, to a customer of mine. And he agreed to be the guinea pig. So, we designed a new box. Now, if you look on the side here, see these slots here. There's a lip on the inside, right around the box, that follows the curvature of the actual chassis of the sugar wagon. And then at the top, on top of that lip, we cut out this centerpiece here, this one, that goes, you see there's the sugar wagon there, that goes exactly around the top of the sugar wagon, alright, to keep it in place. So now, where this is, it can't go anywhere. I'm moving it, it can't go, no paint will come off because you put felt over it, da-da-da-da-da. However, it still has the ability, and it gets screwed down there, you see. Now there's a whole lot, there's 10 self-tappers in there that should hold, prevent it from moving forwards and backwards. Now, what I've seen before as well, which is a big problem, is because if there's nothing underneath here, and it stands on the hood, it will break the wheels out the bogies, because they bump it, they throw it, they stack shit on top of it, and it's not good. So I've got this stuff, 2 layers of, at the bottom in here, where the wagon stands on. And now, to prevent it from moving upwards towards the lid, this, which is also 6mm, will now go over the top here, like that. You see there's a little bit of a gap there. So when this will bend, so when I screw it down there and I screw it down on the other side, it will hold it in place and prevent it from moving upwards. The biggest problem with these things is, if there's the minutest millimeter of movement available to that wagon inside its box, it gets to the other side in 1,000 pieces. Well, I haven't had that, but there's stuff that breaks off and stuff. You can't put it in a cardboard box and then inside a wooden box. I've tried that before. I think they stack them, or I don't know. I had a cardboard box that I used to put the models in and put it inside this box. And I still had stuff off the top of the models break off, like air horns and little things like that. I think there might be slight movement inside the box as they chuck it around. You've got to be so careful that there's absolutely zero movement. Now this will stop it from going anywhere. Only problem with this that I see is we will have to design a box for each model. And that is the way it's going to be. So the sugar wagon's insert at the top will look like this. A tanker will be narrower. I'll just catch it over the top and then, force it down. But the main thing is, if this gets now to old Ron there overseas and he opens his box, at least it looks like something. It doesn't look like a backyard job. Look, here's the backyard. Check there's the backyard. But it won't look like that. It will look slightly more professional. Now, this is just I don't want to say for a local dude, so he'll bliksem me. This is just like a preliminary box. He will give me feedback when it gets there on how things went. You see, there's the lip around here. We got to stop it here, because the coupler sits right there. And you got to design this bit here that the whole wagon goes in there. Otherwise, like the first box I did was lovely, but the wagon wouldn't go in because the coupler's caught. You know, you got to think, you got to keep your mind about you. So I'll do another coat of grip seal on this, you know, just to make it look like something. And then on the lid here, we engrave the oak's name, who it was built for, what number in the series it is, what wagon it is. That will go onto the machine. Just let me someone go put it on the machine. Walk with me. We go put it on the machine now. She will design it for me quickly, and then we can do that. This is Gertie. This is the laser cutter. All right, so that will get engraved and done. It will look very nice. And then I just hope, the reason I'm doing this is for the stuff that's going overseas. I mean, there's 8 wagons that I got to send, and I just want to make sure that we have our ducks in a row and not have a problem with this. So you see what I did here. You folks understand. All right, if there's any other plans or better plans, I'm not an engineer. Let me know. I take heed to all these. I've looked at the replies this morning on that previous one. Thanks, dudes. It's great inspiration that the oaks like what you do, and I like that you oaks give inputs, and, you know, be careful with the washers, try a lighter one, no. You know, I'm going to try all that stuff, I promise you, oaks. And by the end of this journey, we will have rolling stock that will blow your mind. That's the plan. So thanks, dudes. Thanks for your input. Really appreciate it. Your inputs. It's really appreciated. All right, okay, so I'm going to go. So this is the plan. And then we'll take it from here. I'll let you know. And how many pieces it got there. Ek skait in my broek. All right, dudes. Later. Goed, tot ziens.